Okay, I like to start with 3 onions, medium to large size. And then I cut them to cut off the skin. Cut them in half and then just easily peel this part back here. And you see how you get that one layer and pull that off. Try to get all the little onion paper skins off the page. Oops, bump the camera. And then do the other side. See, you pull it, comes right off. I slice thinly and usually leave them that full size. And I do that to all 3 onions. And now that I've cut up all the 3 onions, I take them and put them into a fairly large saucepan. And I have this nifty oil dispenser, and I am going to put, each time it pulls out, it has a measure on it, and it's 1 tablespoon. So let's say I'm going to put 2 tablespoons in there. Give it a good stir. Toss all that oil into it. Let's get the camera a little closer. Thanks, don't fall, camera. Almost see, there we go. I'm going to stir it all in so you can see everything gets a little shiny. I break apart the onions a bit because they kind of stick together there. Then I'm going to cover it. Turn the burner on to 3/4 of the way to high. And now I'm just going to leave it for a while. And I forgot to say, I add some pepper and some salt. I like to use kosher salt. And I have a little teeny spoon for it. It's starting to sizzle. And stir that salt and pepper into it. And then again, I'm going to just cover it. So you can hear that it's cooking really nicely. And open it up, give it a good stir. Make sure it's not browning yet. Or burning. It's starting to get all nice and softened up. And you see that it's starting to get, I don't know, wilted, limp. And actually you can see it's starting to brown. Looking good. I'm going to turn it down to 50%. I'm seeing those numbers since everybody has different type of stoves. And I'm going to put the lid back on. It's actually only been about 10 minutes since when I put the lid on the first time. Okay. I am going to take off the lid. It's only been a minute or so because I see that it's still doing pretty good here. And I am going to stir it to make sure it's not sticking. Smelling really good. I am going to put 2 tablespoons of water in. Stir it back in. Deglaze it a little bit, which means you get all the browning stuff off the bottom. And then I'm going to cover it and let it cook for a little bit longer. I'm going to turn it down to a quarter of, mine says 2.5, so. Okay, it's been about 5 more minutes. Taking it off, you can see it's getting all kind of brown though. It still has a lot of moisture in it. And at this point, I'm going to add just a little bit of sugar. And today the sugar I'm going to use is going to be brown sugar. Oops, bump the camera again. Sometimes I use maple syrup, molasses, soy gum syrup. And I'm going to do, we'll call it, we want to call these tablespoons, and this is loosely packed. That's just out of the jar, so I mean out of my container. Stir that in. This is a little cheaty way of helping it brown, because now, and it sweetens it of course, but now I'm going to turn the heat up a little bit. We'll go up to 50%, and as you can see, it's getting a little different little viscous for it. Now it's going to start to, I'm going to leave the lid off now and let the steam and it evaporate, but keep a close eye on it, stirring it frequently, especially since now I turn up the heat. Now it's been about 3 or 4 minutes, and we're still trying to get, now we're just going to be reducing and getting all this moisture out of here. And we'll start to caramelize. So just keep an eye on it, keep stirring it. Okay, it's been 5 minutes. I actually put a timer on it this time, and you can see as I pull it back how it's getting, fogging up the lens there. Sorry about that. And it's starting to stick. This is good. It's not sticking too much. Definitely need to stir. I think some different onions might have more moisture in them, so this may vary a bit. I just picked yellow onions. You can use the purple ones, the white onions. You can use whatever onions you please. And also the oil I use, I cook a lot with peanut oil because it can go up to higher heat before it burns and chars. But you can use, and I don't feel that the peanut oil puts any type of peanut flavoring into any of the food I use, so that's my opinion. And see, it's starting to get a little brown here. So we're going to give it a couple more minutes and we can let it rest and cook away, and we are actually at 50%. This goes up to 9 and then it says high, so I think it actually would go up to 10, so that's 50% of the heat. And I have an electric stove, as you can see too. Alright, let's give it 2 minutes. Alright, it's been 10 minutes, and look at that. See, it's starting to really get going now. You can hear it sizzle. It's starting to caramelize. So I would stir it and with the moisture out of it, it's going to deglaze. It's going to pull off all the sticky part. I'm going to let it sit for a couple more minutes and come back and stir again. Okay, look at this. So I did 2 minutes, stir it, 2 minutes, stir it, and I did deglaze it, put about another tablespoon of water in it. Again, let it cook for 2 minutes, stir it. And now, I'm calling this done. So actually what I do with this now is I will take this and put it into a jar. I use a lot of canning jars for different things. So just take it and put it in a canning jar, put it in the fridge, and whenever I need onion added to my dish or on top of some meat, I just scoop it out and then it's all ready to go. It's real easy to work with and really, really yummy. There you are, caramelized onions.